So in this video, we'll be studying how to compute, how to calculate the admissible depreciation under section 32. As I told in my previous lectures that according to income tax, we have to calculate depreciation in another way. As per accounting, the depreciation is different. As per income tax, the depreciation is different. So let us see in this lecture how to compute the depreciation, how to calculate the amount of depreciation according to income tax rules. Okay. So first, we all know that our previous year starts from 1/4/2022 to 31st March 2023. This is our previous year. And our assessment year starts from 1/4/2023 to 31st March 2024. This is our previous year and assessment year. So I have told about these things in the income tax 1 lectures. So now there is a format to calculate the admissible depreciation under section 32. ಒಂದು admissible depreciation ಅನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ನವರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಏನದು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ first you should write the return down value of the block as on 1st April 2022. As I told you that our previous year starts from 1/4/2022. So we need to take the first date. The first date of our previous year is 1/4/2022. So as I told you that in income tax, we will follow only WDV method. What is that WDV method? It is return down value method. Return down value method. Okay. So return down value of the block as on 1st April 2022. This thing will be given in the question. In question, they will give you the return down value. ಇದನ್ನ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಡೌನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ನೀವು ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪರ್ಚೇಸಸ್ ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. In that, during the year 22-23, means from 1/4/2022 to 31st March 2023, any assets, if you have purchased, those assets you need to add it over here. So 2022-23 financial year ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಅಸೆಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. Next, sales. If you have sold any of the asset, that has to be reduced here. That you need to reduce here. Any assets you have sold, you have to reduce here. Then you will get something called as depreciable balance. So once you subtract the sales, ಒಂದು ಸತಿ ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಾ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಷಿಯೇಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಸೊ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಷಿಯೇಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ, ಏನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಷಿಯೇಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಷಿಯೇಬಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ the depreciation. So depreciation is always charged on depreciable balance. So we will charge two kinds of depreciation. One is normal depreciation. Second one is additional depreciation. First one is normal depreciation. ಮೊದಲು normal depreciation charge ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಎರಡನೇದಾಗಿ additional depreciation ಅನ್ನ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. And additional depreciation ಬರೀ ನಾವು ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮಿಷನರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ ಅಸೆಟ್ಗೂ ನಾವು ಅಡಿಷನಲ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಸತಿ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಬಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಡೌನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಆಸ್ ಆನ್ 31st March 2023 ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಇಯರ್ ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಟು ನೋ. ಸೊ ಹೋಪ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಹೌ ಟು about the format for computing the admissible depreciation under section 32. Now let us take up first problem. Let us try to solve the first problem. This is a section B problem. So this first problem is section B problem. You might get it in the section B. On 1st April 2022, depreciated value of the block of assets in which the rate of depreciation is 25% is 80,000. So they have given the value of block of asset. Andre ಇದು ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಡೌನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ WDV. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಅವರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಇಸ್ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ದಿ ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ಡೌನ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಆಸ್ ಆನ್ 1st April 2022. So in question they have given the amount is 80,000 rupees. So this 80,000 I will write it over here. I'm writing 80,000 here. It consists of assets A and B. So this 80,000 value consists of asset A and B. So I will write it here. Asset A and B, it is 80,000. The taxpayer X Limited. So the name of the assessee is X Limited. Assessee hesaru X Limited purchases asset C. So here they are purchasing asset C. So I will write it here. Add. So purchases should be added. Purchases ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಅಸೆಟ್ ಸಿ ನ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. Rate of depreciation is 25%. So ಅದರದ್ದು ಕೂಡ rate of depreciation is 25%. A and B asset ಇದು 25% ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, C ದು ಕೂಡ 25%. So all the three assets rate of depreciation is same. So the taxpayer X Limited purchases asset C, which has a rate of depreciation 25% during the previous year 22-23 for 30,000 rupees. So what is the value of asset C? Asset C value is 30,000. Asset C value is 30,000. So if you add both 80,000 plus 30,000, you will get 1,10,000 rupees. You will get what? 1,10,000 rupees. From that, you have to reduce sales. Any sales is there during the year. ಆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So he sells the asset A on May 3rd, 2022. So he is selling the asset A. A asset has been sold. So I will write asset A, and he is selling the asset on 3rd May 2022. He is selling the asset on 3rd May 2022. So on what value he has sold the asset? He has sold the asset for 80,000. 80,000 ಗೆ asset ನ sell ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. So that sales should be reduced 80,000. Determine the amount of depreciation. Ignore alternate tax regime. So what is this alternate tax regime means? I will let you know in future problems. Now need not bother. They have told us to ignore. So now from 1,10,000, if you minus 80,000, you will get 30,000. 1,10,000ದಿಂದ 80,000ನ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ 30,000 ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. That 30,000 is our depreciable balance. ಆ 30,000 ನಮ್ಮ depreciable balance. That 30,000 is our depreciable balance. Now, based on this depreciable balance, we need to charge depreciation. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ depreciation ಅನ್ನ depreciable balance ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು calculate ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So now we need to calculate depreciation. So since it is not a plant and machinery, in question, nowhere they have told that the asset is plant and machinery. So we will levy only normal depreciation. Question ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲೋ asset, plant and machinery ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಕೇವಲ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಲೆವಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಡಿಪ್ರಿಸಿಯೇಷನ್ at prescribed rate. Normal depreciation at prescribed rate. So prescribed rate is how much? 25% is the prescribed rate. So they have told that the depreciation rate is 25%. Now, our depreciable balance is 30,000. So 30,000 into 25%, the answer will be 7,500. So 30,000 into 25% will be 7,500. That is our normal depreciation. Now we need to subtract 7,500 from 30,000. You will get the answer that is 22,500. You are getting the answer of 22,500. That 22,500 is the written down value of the block as on 31st March 2023. See, starting it is 1st April 2022, it was 80,000. But after adding purchases, after deducting sales and deducting depreciation, now the value of the block has become to 22,500. So what is the depreciation, admissible depreciation? The admissible depreciation is 7,500. So we have found out the written down value of the block on 31st March 2023. So this is how we need to solve the problem. This is a basic problem. Further, we will solve some more problems in which you have some additional adjustments and additional information. If you have any doubt regarding this particular problem, you can put your doubts in the comment box.